Habakkuk chapter 1 verses 2 to 3 and chapter 2 verses 2 to 4. The just one, because of his faith, shall live. How long, O Lord? I cry for help, but you do not listen. I cry out to you, violence, but you do not intervene. Why do you let me see ruin? Why must I look at misery? Destruction and violence are before me, there is strife, and clamorous discord. Then the Lord answered me and said, write down the vision clearly upon the tablets, so that one can read it readily. For the vision still has its time, presses on to fulfillment, and will not disappoint. If it delays, wait for it, it will surely come, it will not be late. The rash one has no integrity, but the just one, because of his faith, shall live. Habakkuk expresses two complaints. First, he wants to know why God doesn't do something about what is happening in the world around him, and second, he wants to know why God appears so ignorant of worldly problems. Don't present-day Christians have the same issues? Just watch nightly news. Planned Parenthood wants government funding to kill and dismember the unborn. Terrorists roam the world seeking the destructions of souls because Christians won't abandon their faith and join their terrorists' religion. Hardly a night goes by without reports of mentally challenged or felons committing horrible crimes against other people. Part of Israel's worship involved making impassioned pleas to God to help them in times of trouble. Habakkuk puts the blame on God with his powerful question. Chapter 1 verse 3, why do you let me see ruin? Why must I look at misery? Why do you allow destruction and violence, strife and clamorous discord? Why do you allow people to ignore your law? God then answers Habakkuk and tells him to write the answer down on clay tablets and then to tell the news to others. He and others must patiently wait for God to do his work at the appropriate time. The appropriate time is the time when it will do the most good. Judah is about to experience the devastating Babylonian invasion and subsequent captivity. Their barbarous captors would themselves in God's due time suffer divine judgment. The day is coming when the King of Kings will reign on earth with perfect justice. Remember, man's timing is flawed but God's timing is perfect. One of the most difficult things we do is waiting. Yet, we find ourselves waiting in lines at the grocery store, the registration office, or the doctor's office. Most times we wait patiently, but when it comes to unanswered prayers, we, like Habakkuk, grow easily frustrated. Psalm 27 verse 14, wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage, yes, wait for the Lord. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, for everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die. God has perfect timing, never early, never late. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of faith.